Nuova Turbo Levo Carbon. Sono qui con Jeff Buckley, il product manager che si è occupato dello sviluppo di questa bicicletta. So Jeff, can you explain me what changed mostly with the new carbon frame?
Yep, exactly. So obviously we wanted to bring the benefits of carbon to the Levo platform. You know that in the past it's been all alloy frames. So what does that mean? That's weight and stiffness that carbon provides as an advantage over aluminum. So the engineers kind of went back to the drawing board to design an all-new carbon frame, front triangle and rear triangle. Some of the challenges were the big opening that you have to have here for our battery. It's easily removable, and being able to not compromise on the integrity of the frame with that big opening. And in the end, they were able to pull a significant amount of weight out for the front triangle. We're able to pull 500 grams out, which is a huge amount of weight. And then in the carbon rear triangle that goes with this, another 150 grams. So 650 grams total, a massive amount of weight savings. And in addition to the weight savings, we got an improvement in stiffness. So the frame is 20% overall stiffer. So a major increase in stiffness for the frame along with that weight. Along with the carbon frame, there's some spec changes this year that are pretty significant. The first one you'll see is the tire spec has changed dramatically from a 3.0 to a 2.8 tire. So you'll be able to run a more aggressive tread pattern, which gives you a little bit more traction in more conditions than just dry. When we went to the smaller diameter tire, it drops the bike a little bit lower by 5 to 7 millimeters, depending on the tread that you're using. And because we wanted to really focus on not having the rider smack their pedals or have crank strikes on the rocks with a low BB, we increased the amount of fork travel to 150 millimeters from what was 140, which put the bottom bracket back up to about its original position. So still plenty of room to pedal up through all the rocky technical terrain. And then when we did this, so you get 150 millimeters of travel now, that adds 10 millimeters of axle to crown, and you get about a half a degree slacker head angle. Otherwise, the geometry is basically the same as before.
Now you also have a space here for a multi-tool.
Yes, we do. So with
That's
the carbon,
very tasty.
yeah, just like the carbon stump jumpers, if the bike has a monarch shock on it, so the expert or the comp carbon, there's room for the tool to integrate into the top tube. For the bikes that don't, which are X-Works, they use an Olin shock, the reservoir that takes up that space. And there's a new, what we call SWAT CC, which is an acronym for concealed carry, and that lives in the steer tube. So the tool now lives in the steer tube for the S-Works models. Other spec changes for this year is so I talked about the suspension, but the brakes, we've upgraded to code brakes on S-Works and Expert, and then new Guide RE brakes, so more braking power for the bike with 200 millimeters rotors front and rear. No major drivetrain changes other than on the comp and the carbon models that have a single click shifter, which was very similar to the
EX1.
SRAM EX1. Yeah, exactly, but they're made for 11 speed. So yeah, that kind of sums up the major changes for the platform.
Nice. Thanks a lot, Jeff, for the explanation, and grazie mille.